Hi, this is James Kelly, host of Aspects of Writing, and these are my guests for today. And I'm going to let Roger introduce himself and tell us a little about his book.
Thank you, James. My name is Roger DeBlanck. I'm a librarian and an author, writer. I published my first book last year, The Ramos Brothers Trust Castro and Kennedy. It is a story of two brothers, Juan and Alberto Ramos, who were born in Cuba and immigrate to the United States, and their connections and encounters with Castro and JFK. The book is historical. It's based on the experiences of my father and uncle. I fictionalized that to create a story in which political figures of the era interacted with this one family, and the family was a microcosm of the era, the turmoil of the era.
Okay, and Nancy Nies? Or Nies, I'm sorry, Nancy
Nies,
Nies.
actually.
Nies. Okay.
Yeah, hi, I'm Nancy Nies, and I run a dance studio, Dance Charisma, and I have my own radio show here called Dancing on Air, and it airs 9 to 10 o'clock every other Tuesday. Not the same Tuesday that we have this show, Aspects of Writing,
Right.
so it's the other one, so now you have something else to do on Tuesdays, right? And anyway, I am an aspiring, well, I am a writer. I write all the time, but I am trying to get my second novel completed, and I'm really looking forward. I'm really happy to be here because I'm learning a lot, and this is getting me going again because it's on my timeline to do it now. And of course it's going to deal with ballroom dance because that's what I know the most about, but that's really just the backdrop for the novel of the people involved and how their lives go on.
And Dave Breslow.
Hi, I'm David Breslow. I am a peak performance coach, and I have several titles out there, but the one that's upcoming is a book for people who want to get their book out on a website and sell it. So the working title of it is going to be From Website to Web Sales in 36 Hours or Less, where I'm actually helping people learn exactly what they need to do step by step in a non-IT fashion. You don't have to have any technology background. I'm going to tell you exactly what I had learned as I went through the process myself. And you can get all this information at www.davebreslow.com, and you can see a whole bunch of other resources and products as well.
And we just completed the show about ebooks and
Yes.
ebook marketing, and how did you guys feel about it?
I thought it was terrific.
Yeah.
I mean,
Enjoyed
I
the
think
show.
there are authors out there who definitely need to hear about this stuff because so many people are writing books now. Well, there's so many
Over
people.
here.
Everybody's being told to write a book.
Right.
Everywhere they turn, somebody's saying, "Hey, write a book," and they want to make money telling you how to write a book. So that's another cottage business in and of itself.
Okay.
But programs like this are really helping people get from point A to point B because there's so much confusion out there.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you're helping so many people.
Well, let's
And
just
I-
hope so. That's the intent anyway, is to help as many people as we can. Because my story is that I actually went out there and published my first novel in 1995 without any guidance, and no one gave me any information as to what to do. And people took advantage of it, and I spent $30,000 getting my first novel off the ground. And I really would dread to think that somebody would have to go through that type of financial hardship just to accomplish something. So, and today we can do it for almost nothing.
Yes.
That's the
Yeah,
great
yeah,
thing.
that was really
Absolutely.
pre-internet. My first novel I finished in 1998, and it was just like, okay, you could see that the future's going to change. How's it going to change? How's this going to fit in? And then, whoa, it's too much for me to deal with. And so there we have it.
Yeah.
But I didn't, I wasn't. I was busy sending snippets off to various agents and that
Agents,
sort of thing.
yeah.
And then, you get just a couple letters trickling in. I'm going, this is going to take years.
Yeah, yeah.
And then by the time I started getting somewhere, I kind of outgrew what I wrote anyway. And,
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that's the one thing we can all agree on with the ebooks is that we're not trying to put anyone out of work,
No.
but it's so difficult to get an agent or a public representative or even a
Incredibly
manager.
difficult.
So, you can take the initiative and do all this on your own. You don't need, someone else to go out and sell for you. It's a little tricky. You have to do your homework and figure it all out, but certainly the tools are there if we just know how to look for it.
And that's one of the things that bugged me. I didn't like the idea of some person I didn't know deciding whether my work was worthy or not, and then to have to wait 18 months or more
You're right.
if they did decide it was worthy.
And you don't have to do that anymore.
No,
With
you
the
don't.
technology and
That's
with the
what's so great
opportunities
about
out there, like I tell people, I didn't really spend anything to have my book available to anybody who wants it. Now it's just to market it,
Right.
and people are coming across it all across the country just because of the websites that I'm on and some of the stuff that I've done. And like I said, I take advantage of the fact that as a librarian, I'm surrounded by readers, so I do take advantage of
Yes.
that. I knew that was one
Right.
advantage that I had. And I've actually helped a lot of my friends, Judy included, who was on the show today. She called in. I helped her get her book in the library because they didn't want to buy it, but I was able to get it into one of our order lists, and 4 libraries purchased it, and it's in the library now.
Yes.
And I try to do that for anybody that I come across that has a book. I attempt to get it in. It's not easy. I had the advantage because I work there that it was pretty easy to get my own book in. Our vendor had it. They purchased it. So I use that as my advantage. I knew that was one advantage I had.
Good for you.
Well, I'd like
Yeah.
to say thank you to all 3 of you for being here in the studio today.
In the studio, all right, thank you.
Thank you, James.
Well, thank you
Appreciate
for
it.
having me on. I'm not even a published author yet.
But you will be.
I
That's
will
the
be,
way.
yes, thank you.
You will.
All right, thank you.
You have to